We have Gadiru Peterson. He's from Rongai Judo Club. It's black belt, first dan. We have Doreen Akot. She's a blue belt. And she's our national SG, a deputy SG. So basically, what we're going to show you today is, techniques. We start by locks. We're going to show Nami Jujijime. These are chokes. Nami Jujijime. You tap. Ukiguza sana una tap. Then we go to Gyaku. Right. Then we go to Kata. Yeah, illustration. You step on the, to be effective, you have to step, right, up. We're going to locks. Johnson Kirimi is going to demonstrate the locks for us. That is Ude. Go down, Haragatame, from the other side. Right. And then we will have a demonstration of Tachiwaza techniques. Ipon Sonege. That is Ipon Sonege. That's a shoulder throw. We go to a hip throw, that is Ogoshi. Then we'll go to Harai Goshi. They will not fall because the ground is so hard, so they can't fall. Ray, Johnson Kirimi, you demonstrate for us. Ukemi is going to demonstrate the basics of judo, that where judo starts from. So we're going to start with Ukemi, Ushiro Ukemi. Slowly, nice and easy. Yeah. Again, this is the basic fall. If I push you backwards, this is the way you're supposed to behave. You break the impact so that you don't fall on your back. Then we have Yoko Ukemi, that's a side Ukemi. This is sideways. If you're pushed sideways, this is how you're supposed to fall. The other side, the same. Now, we are going to see how you actually fall down when you're being taken in a real technique. On a slow motion, you drop Aigoshi, slow motion. Harai. Yeah, this is how you break the impact, the fall, so that you're not hurt. Up. This is what we call Tachiwaza. Tachiwaza this is an art which is performed while standing. We have other arts while on the ground. It's called Newaza. So we go down to Newaza. Newaza. We have hold downs. These are hold downs. We have Kesagatame. This is one of the holds. You can't escape from this position. And this is the sport part of judo that we are showing you today. Up, change. We have Yoko Shiogatame. That is sideways. Up, we have Kamishio Gatame. That's from the mount. Up. This This is the sport part of judo, basically, because the sport is still growing in Kenya. So these are some of the things that we do in our clubs, right? So we're going to show you the preparation part of it, how you first learn the motions, the steppings towards these techniques. So we will do uchikomi, yeah, 5 uchikomis each. 5 uchikomis in slow motion so that they can understand what you're actually trying to do. We're going to do it in slow motion. You go down and lift. Down and lift. Yeah. Ogoshi, the same. That is Ippon Suenage. This is the practice part of it. This enables your head to record the movements so that you don't forget. Yeah. Done in a faster way. Keremi, I ask you to do it again in a faster way. That's how it's supposed to be. In the faster way. Yeah. So this motion is critical because your head has to record the movements. The art of judo is you have to feel the movement of your body, of your opponent's body. Yeah, it's all about body language. The bodies can understand each other, so you have to look for those angles for your head to record. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Power Breakfast. Thank you all for being here and teaching us about judo. So we're going to get to know a little bit about the sport itself. I understand it's an Olympic sport.
Yes, it is.
Developed in Japan. That's all I know. So
Yes.
let's go ahead and start with introductions once again, and
Yes.
then we'll talk a little bit about the sport itself. So go ahead.
All right. My name's Joseph Momanyi. I'm the national sport director, and I'm the coach of Defense Forces Judo Club.
All right. I was told there's a microphone somewhere because I want to speak with everyone else. Can you just hand me that microphone over there?
This one.
Yes, just there, so we can get to know everyone. I'll start with the lady.
Okay, thank you. I'm Doreen Okot. I'm the Assistant Secretary General for the Judo Federation. I'm the assistant coach for Japanese judo team, Japanese Embassy judo team, and I'm also a player, a national team player.
Okay, and how long have you been practicing?
I've been practicing for 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Move over here.
Okay, my name is Peterson Gadhiru from Ongatarungai Judo Club, the team captain, under 66 player category. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Next over here.
Okay, thank you. I'm Johnson Kirimi, assistant KDF coach and Kenya National Judo Team category under 90 kilograms, and also I'm the Krasi Continental referee.
Okay. All right, thank you all for being here. I'm sure we want to know a little bit more about the sport itself, but perhaps you can tell us what the judo scene is like here in Kenya. All of you part of, you know, these teams and everything like that, but how vibrant is this sport in Kenya, would you say?
Well, I'll say the sport is growing right now. There before we had a small number, slightly small number of practitioners, but from last year we've managed to open up the sport. It was kind of squeezed in a way, but we managed to open it up. We have now a fan base of about 1,500 to 600.
Okay.
So, and it's still opening up.
Still opening up, still growing.
Yeah. The good news is that we have a lot of young ones now doing the sport.
Okay.
Yeah, from 8 years to between 16 and 17, 18.
So this is a sport for all ages, would you say?
Yes.
starting
Yes,
very young.
yes, yes.
So I want you to define what judo actually is, because when we think martial arts, we're thinking karate, taekwondo. Those are maybe some that might be a little more familiar to us. But what sets judo apart from the rest of martial arts?
Well, what sets judo apart from the rest is judo is more of a grappling sport. Yeah, it is not the sport part of it. We have two types of judo. We have the sport part and we have the self-defense part of it. But what we do here, we do the sport part, because then the safety is very high. That's why it's an Olympic sport. Remember, it was the first time that it was in the Olympics was 1964 until now. So it's because of the safety. Yeah. So it is more of grappling. It's not like you go throw punches all over.
It's not punches. It's not wrestling.
No,
it's not that realm.
Yeah. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're going to be getting into another session quickly, but I just want to ask some of you what judo has done for you, for your health, you know, fitness wise, just in terms of focus and being able to carry on this sport. What would you say you have gained from participating in this sport? I'll start over here.
I think judo has been a big part of my life since I joined. I've been able to go outside. I've visited many countries. I've been able to expand. I take physical and health education in Kenyatta University. So judo has been like a part of my life, and I'd say fitness-wise, it has helped me. And it's a lifestyle, it's a way of life. You can't get away from it once you get in it.
Yeah. And
So
I'm sure it makes you stay sharp and, you know, care about your health and your diet and everything like that.
Exactly, because you have to be disciplined on your weight, especially because we play in weight categories. So you have to be disciplined, you have to know what you're taking in your body. You have to have strength, but you don't have to add a lot of weight, so it's some sort of discipline for your body.
Yeah. Are there many women who practice judo in Kenya?
Yeah, many women.
Really?
Yeah, really.
That's encouraging to hear. I'll pass that along. Same question to you, how judo has changed your lifestyle?
Okay, judo has changed me a lot, starting with discipline, because judo is a discipline game. First, it is a friendly game. And
yeah, I understand the word judo actually translates into the gentle way or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So you have to be so disciplined in order to play judo, starting from home to the club level to the game itself. It has changed my way I've been able to get exposure in so many countries, facing some world champions.
Wow.
Yeah, worldwide.
Yeah.
Even we have get the chance to go for training in Japan last month. Last month. It was quite well trained. We learned a lot. So judo has changed me a lot.
Same question over here, and perhaps I can just add another question onto that. How did you get into judo, and where did you first learn about it?
Okay, thank you. I came to learn about judo when I joined the Kenya Defense Forces. In my past, I was participating in athletics, but there is a time I came to. There is a competition that was started at the end of the year. There are actually some championships that are brought so that we can participate. So I came to one of the championships. I participated. So I came to learn, because athletics I was performing, but not at my best.
Not
so
that level.
I came to understand my judo is my sport. So I joined in, then I continued, and I came to understand that judo is a lifestyle. So because you get discipline in terms of what you eat, you can't eat everything or anything that comes your way. So because you are observing your weight, and also judo, it has helped me to make friends all over the world. I've participated in East Africa, World Championships, and I'm focusing to participate in 2020 Olympics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, all the best with that.
Okay, thank you.
So I think maybe you can take us through some of the basics of judo before we get into the next session. Just, I know this is a studio setup. We don't have the mats and the full setup. But what is required for someone to start judo? You can talk to us about also what they're wearing and what a typical setup is for judo.
Okay. First, for you to be a judoka, first you need to have the gi. We call it a gi. This is the attire that I'm wearing. It's called a judogi. Number two, then you need to have a club which has a platform. We have a platform, a mat of by 16 by 16 meters.
Okay.
And then you have an instructor, and then you present yourself to the basics of the sport.
How long does each bout or match last for?
Right now it is 4 minutes for both male and female.
Yeah. And what is the objective? What are you trying to achieve in those 4 or 5 minutes?
Well, the 4 or 5 minutes, you have to make sure that you are the winner. Basically, the skills that you've been training for are the ones that you're now going to put in place and make sure you become the ultimate winner.
Yeah, and what's in terms of scoring for these bouts? What are they looking for? You're supposed to have your opponent down for a certain number of seconds, or explain that aspect.
Okay, first, for you to win in judo, you score. We have 2 types of scores. We have the half point and we have the full point. The half point is called wazari, and the full point is called ippon. So in these 4 minutes, you can finish judo in seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can actually win in seconds. If, for example, you get to the mat and you bowed, say ajime, once you get hold of your opponent, you throw him off and he lands on his back, flat back, that is a full ippon.
Okay.
You've won the game.
Are there any risks of injuries involved here with people falling on their backs and things like that?
No. Basically, they are very minimal, very minimal, and that is why it is an Olympic sport, because safety comes first in judo. That is why most of the people did not understand what judo is for. So now that they are getting it, and we are trying to get to the young ones, so because those are the future.
Yeah.
You know, they go telling their friends, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing this." You know, that is how we spread the game. The game. But safety is very important. It's key, both to me and to my opponent. Because in judo, you cannot play judo alone. You have to play with your opponent. So, in that sense, you must have the safety at your back of your mind, because you need him. You will need him tomorrow, or her, to make you a better person. Because without him, I cannot be a better person. I cannot know where my standards are. So I have to know them by fighting with him.
Okay.
So then I have to look after his safety. Yes.
So we're going to get into another session, and then I'll be back to have a chat with you, just in terms of people who might be interested, or maybe are thinking that their kids, this is a sport that they can take up. You can give us more information on that. But for now, I'll step out of the way and let you continue.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. So again, I think it's we will start by from the basics. Basically, how we do it in our clubs. We will line up, and then in one line, please. No, this way, because so then we start by going down, break folds, move a bit, you go down slowly, and the back you open your break fold, nice and easy, backwards, ushiro ukemi, up, right, yoko ukemi, go right up, that is the side break fall, up, again do the left side, up. This is basically the basic of judo. These are the basics of judo. Then from there we start by movements. We have what we call taisabaki. Taisabaki is stepping side. In a judoka is supposed to have a normal stance. Then as you move, you are always on your side. You're always on your side. Your legs are not supposed to be like this together. All the time you need to maintain your posture, your posture. So we'll will move backwards and forward. Yeah, backwards and forward. This is for your head to remember. At all times, your legs need to be apart. Yeah. So from there, after we move from these basics, we now pair in pairs, because judo is all about two people. It's where we start doing what we call uchikomi. Uchikomi is free practice, whereby you record your movements. This is where you start learning your movements. Yeah, this is the natural posture. You hold one hand the other side, I hold the other hand this side. So we start the basics by you start by moving your right leg. I'm going to the right side. This is 2. Then I'm going down. This is Ippon Soinage. This is how it's done. We have 3 points here. There is what we call kuzushi. Kuzushi is you break the fall as you step forward. You break his balance from where it is. This is kake preparation. It's known as kake. And then execution. This sukuri, this is kake. Throwing, right? I'm doing this in a slow motion because we don't have the mats here so that they can fall. So then, once you continue this, those are the slightest basics that we have. So we have a lot of techniques. Maybe you can show them different techniques. Start from tachiwaza. Yeah. Say ashiwaza. Okuri, ashiharai is you move, step. Yeah. Then to the other side. Yeah, that is okuri ashiharai. Then the ashbarai. Yeah, there's Barai. There. This is our leg techniques. Sasai. Sasai Surukumiyashi. Correct. And then we go to the knee techniques. Hisaguruma. Hisaguruma is where you advance forward, you block the knee. And then we go to Koshiwaza, Hanegoshi. All right, Ogoshi. For Ogoshi, you can do a throw, a slight throw, slightly, you know, slightly. Ogoshi, break the fall. That is how you break the fall. That's how you break the fall. Up. Yeah, basically this is tachiwaza. We have newaza, groundwork, which is groundwork. That's groundwork. That is how you start preparation. You move to the technique. That is sukuri. And then you execute sangaku jime. This is sangaku jime. Yeah. These are chokes. These are how they're done. Yeah. You tap. If you see him tapping, it means the choke is real. Yeah. There you go. Up. This is basically it. All right. This is basically what it is. Had we had mats here, maybe we would have done some more things. We can't do it because of the ground. Yeah. So points we have in judo we have 2 points. I said we have wazari. That is the half point where you fall down to your side. Fall down to your side, please. If you fall like this, this is a half point. But if you fall down on your flat back, that is an ippon. It's a knockout. Okay? Up. Now we have in judo we have disqualifications. In terms of standards, you don't touch the legs with your arms. When you're in tachiwaza, you don't touch your pants with your hand. You only touch your opponent's judogi from above the belt. If you touch here, you get a warning. A warning means you're going to lose this game. Yeah. So you only hold from here upwards. It is because of safety reasons. Okay? It's purely because of safety reasons. And then we have what we call neck bridging, because those are dangerous techniques. When you go down, if you start with your head on the ground, you get a knockout. That's a dangerous technique because you can hurt somebody's head or yours itself. So you get a penalty. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Step back in here. Thank you so much for that session that you just given us about judo. Earlier, as I had mentioned, for people who are looking to take classes or looking to get involved in this community, how is it that they can do that? And perhaps you can also share with us, how often you train and how long it takes for someone to master this sport.
Okay. First, if you would want to practice judo, around Nairobi, you can go to the Embassy of Japan. The coach, she's here, the Dorina Koth. We will give you the contacts so that you can contact her. So if you're within Nairobi, you can go to Upper Hill at the Japanese embassy. You start training. But if you're outside, if you're towards Thika Road, you can get my contacts. I'll show you where to train. We have very many clubs in Ruiru. We have 2 clubs. You can still, if you're around Ruiru, we have a club there. If you're Rongai, we have about 2 clubs again. This is the contact person and Peterson Gadiru. Yeah. So these are the people that will guide you to, to where you can train judo.
Yeah, absolutely. So you would you say that the Kenyan government and the Kenyan community at large has been supportive of this sport and of growing it? I know all of you have put in quite an effort.
Yes. But
do you feel supported by the government in this?
Oh yes, I'll tell you, the government of has been our major supporter. Had it not been for this, the government, by the way, judo would not be anywhere else. I'll tell you, for right now, we have, these are the beneficiaries. Gadiru is one of the beneficiaries of the government. Mm-hmm. He just finished school, so he's fresh. These are the young ones that have benefited a lot from the Kenyan government. Equally, Johnson, Kirimi, and even me, because when I used to be a player, the government really supported us, though there were no many teachers, coaches. What we have done now as KJA is to make sure that we start from the technical part of training. Mm-hmm. We are partnered with IJF, International Judo Federation. They have an academy in Hungary. Right now we have 4 certified level 1 coaches. She's going for her examination in Zambia next year. He's going also. The 4 that I'm talking about, I'm one of them, but the 3 are not here. Mm-hmm. So, and we have done what we call management. Management is basically to prepare you as a coach, to prepare the ground, you know, and the rules that you would be following, and how you can source funds, maybe how you can promote your sport or your club. That is basically what it entails, the management part of it from the IJF. So even most of, he's a certified judo manager. She is certified judo manager. I am. We start from the top as we go down, because then we must have, you know, the tools to guide us.
Right.
So we are trying to spread from every club. We have to make sure we have a manager certified from International Judo Federation, and then we must have also a certified coach from International Judo Federation, because in judo now it is standardized. In future, you will not take part in any IJF organized events if you have not gone through the academy. They want to make sure that the sport actually is professionalized. You know, you need to be a professional. When you meet a guy from, say, Japan or USA, on the same platform, you need to
be on that same level.
You're at the same level. You understand each other. You know, so that you don't get people who are disadvantaged. People you go around, you know, asking questions. You know, you need to have them, you know, up front.
Perhaps I'll let you go ahead and share your contact information, as you were saying, for anyone who's interested, for themselves, for their children, on how to get more information.
Okay, for my Nairobi Judo Club in the Japanese Embassy, you can contact us. Go to Kenya Judo Association page in Facebook. Just inbox us. From there, we can fix you to any club you are within your vicinity. So we have, if you're around Nairobi, you can go to the embassy. If you're on Thika Road, we have Kenyatta University Judo Club. We have Kenya Defence Force Judo Club. We have Ruiru Judo Club. If you're on this side, around Karen, you have Rongai Judo Club. And we have Kajiado Judo Club. Yeah, so you can't miss a place. You can be fixed according to your locality or how you can access. For the beginners, I'd suggest the Japanese Embassy Judo Club, because we just started it a few months ago. So you can come and catch up with everyone as you go.
All right. Well, hopefully somebody who's interested is watching this and will be able to get in touch with you guys and